All right, everybody. We're here today with Anand. Um, as an example of how many of you guys in here actually know Anand? Just give me a five if you know Anand, seen Anand, been around for the last 4 or 5 years, and know who he is. Okay. All right. We got a lot of fives coming in. And then for those who don't, give me a one. I wanna see how many people don't know who he is. So okay, okay. Okay, cool. Very briefly, Anand is a pain in the ass. Okay, I'll just say that. For we've been around for like 6 years, almost going on 7, and Anand's been with us like the whole time. He's a good thing. Yes, it's a good thing at this point. But when we first started, close my door, Kat, please. When we first started, I get these notice. Hey, this is Anand. I'm in India. You have anything you want me to test? I'll test it for you. Blah, 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 blah. Right. And I'm like, all right, all we got is another VA trying to get a free program to do something else and not have to pay for anything. So I just ignored it for, I don't know, quite a while. And then, I don't know, about 3 years ago, we had to do something and he sent me another message and I like, okay, one thing about you, you're persistent. So here, let me give you this and let's see what happens, right? Or no, I think you did something and you showed it to me what you did. That's what it was. And so he's been doing all this stuff along in his own business because he has his own agency in India and quite a few customers and clients, for what he has for his web hosting business and his SEO business over there. And so I finally said, all right, let's try something. You wore me down enough. Okay. And so what we did, I won't disclose what we did, but it worked and really well. We worked really well together. And Anand has a very, very special and clean heart about how he likes to work with the ranking store, work with Gary, work with me. And so we made Anand an integral part of the company. Okay. Very integral. So we're going to start off today. And that was my introduction, to Anand. You see him in the rooms helping out, doing little videos here and there. So today we're gonna look at G Site's Anand style. Okay. So this is different than Gary's teaching, different than other people's. This is how Anand does my stuff. So as a member of TRS, if you guys need any DFY, we're actually going to put together something at the end of this and give you an opportunity to get some stuff pretty inexpensively. But if you need anything DFY through us, we're going to just partner with Anand and have him do it for some of those that like a couple guys at the top said, well, I've had it but I haven't used it yet. Well, the best way to use it is to have somebody do one for you as a template and you see how it's done, and then it makes it simpler for you. So would you guys agree with that? You don't have to go through a total learning curve if somebody builds one for you, shows you how it's built like we're going to do today, and then helps you reduce that learning curve, but you've got something to refer to and look at along the way, right? All right. Yeah. Thanks, Mark. Martin, Kyle, James, all you guys. So with that being said, I wasted 10 minutes of your 1 hour, Nan. So let's rock and roll, buddy.
Okay, it's the first time I'm using Zoom, so I think I should start with the share screen, right?
You should be able to share screen. Yes.
Yeah, I'm starting with that. Okay, so just 1 second.
Protocol wise. Oh, by the way, go back to that screen you were just at. I just want
Okay,
to hope it pops up again.
okay, I will make it up again. 1 second. Let me
Um,
share the
we're
screen.
going to protocol. Okay, now stop. This right here, I want everybody to pay attention to this because we're working within the new Google platform and what Google has done within the protocols of the platforms, they are now integrating everything AI within Google Workspace. Okay. And so this is something that if you go and just type in Google Workspace, you know, you'll see that everything is going to become integrated into this environment. So that's why I wanted you to see that slide, because it's a new pop-up when you started the Google Slides, right? And you can, when you hit learn more, just hit learn more real quick, Anand.
Actually, it's the 1 second. It's actually the screenshot in the slide.
Oh, that's a
Oh, yeah,
screenshot in the slide. Oh, okay.
yeah. If you want,
Oh,
I can go to that link. It's not an issue. Just one
no,
second.
but the reason I want to bring it up for everybody is because it's important to know this is becoming part of our experience. And as we delve into this more, that's going to be more things. So collaborate with Gemini in Google Slides, Workspace Labs. This is the new area where you can learn, you can play around, you can see what's happening. You can look over on the right-hand side and see some of the stuff. I think it's kind of funny because a year ago, and we were saying Google hates AI. Google's going to ban everything that you do AI. We don't like it, right? It was like, yeah, sure. So now, you know, can you rank with Gemini on Google? Well, Gemini, is the process in Google Slides. So we're using this whole process right now, and we're learning about it, and we're going to come out with more training, more things that we're going to be able to share with you guys on this as we go down, because it's not just slides, it's sheets, it's slides, it's the whole workspace, right? So that's really interesting for us here to look at all the various ways we're going to be able to collaborate within Google now, because they just opened up the labyrinth of opportunities of how we can make things even better with what we're already building. Does that make sense for everybody? Those that strike first win, right? Is the AI just using ChatGPT or Gemini? This is Gemini. Okay. Ours right now within G Site Factory, we are using ChatGPT and OpenAI. Okay. So got to remember, guys, this is like freaking brand new. They just announced this at the conference in Vegas last week. Now, it may have had little other things announced beforehand, but they went through this whole process, and that's why I think you guys will love the link that I'm going to put in at the end of the seminar. All right, didn't want to steal your thunder, Anand, but you know how I roll, buddy. Your turn.
Okay. Okay. Let me just start with sharing the slides and then we go.
So yeah, the AI that we have within the G Site Factory, once again, is the one that Chris has built and built the prompts and built everything already in there for you guys, so you don't have to do much of that yourself.
Okay, so can you see my screen now?
Yep, we got you.
Okay, okay. So very interestingly, because since the start of G Site Factory, I have been working with Google Sites. It's almost more than 1 or 2 years, maybe. So the thing is, I was closely monitoring sites.google.com and its traffic. And recently, after the March 2024, this screenshot is taken from SEODT, another rank tracking tool, and I have been watching it. And so much interestingly, since the March 2024 last update, core update, I see huge difference in the amount of traffic Google Sites is holding right now. And this data is, so far I remember, it's updated for the past 15 days difference. So we can expect like it's moving up on the organic keywords around 650,000 keywords, which are delivering the traffic to the Google sites. Whatever Google sites people have, it have the increase of organic traffic. So this slide basically I created in a way just to demonstrate why we need to think about Google site, and also to know why this is the right time when we should be having every client of G Site Factory should be using the software, and we should be having more of Google sites because that's how it's moving. So
Oh, and then
let us,
let me pop in real quick. When you say
yeah,
everybody should be using G sites, what I think Anand is trying to say is that, you're not trying to say replace what they have, but what we do, just as a part of how we're getting our rankings, and you've seen Randy and everybody else get his rankings with this dentist, is that we're making, we have a process right now where we can actually clone any website, no matter literally how complicated it is, pixel by pixel by pixel. Your customer will never know it's a G site unless they look at the URL, but that G site is a clone. All the links of that G site are going back to their GMB, back to their homepage, back to wherever they want, right? And that G site is outranking their regular site. Now, remember, how do you do that? That's my underground girl that I keep chained in a cave that does this. No, I'm just teasing, but she's awesome. The key thing about it is, you know, if how many of you guys remember, I don't want to make a G site. Why? Tell me why you never wanted to make a G site. Right? Yes, Dave will have it at the end. Too much trouble. Ugly, Randy. Call me later. I'll give you 50 coins. Ugly. Every G site on the planet was UGLY ugly, right? And now we can make them perfect, pixel perfect. And we do that, not what we're going to share with you today here with Anand's doing, but we do that for all of our customers. Is we take their website for, I think, 199 bucks. We clone their site. And now we have that G site as a clone site linking to their main GPB and to their main website from that clone site. So let's do a test. I'm just going to do a test, and some of you have done this already. Everybody go into your browser, and I want you to type, because we did an ugly site to test this to see if it worked, right? But type in sweet vegan cookie company and look at the top 10 results. Sweet vegan cookie company, top 10 results. No, it doesn't affect it at all, Edmund. And tell me where you see the sweet vegan cookie G site ranking on your browser when you type that in. Number two, and also say where you're from, right? Because I want everybody to see the power of what Anand is going to share with you today. Florida, Maryland, Akron, Ohio, right? New Jersey, Slovenia, UK, Singapore, Nashville, Dominican Republic, right? Colorado, and they're all number two. Well, that's kind of crazy. Usually it's between 1 and 5. Okay. But I do this as a test just to show you what Anand is going to and is explaining, the power of that site. And if you open it up, you'll see it is just virtually ULG ugly, UGLY ugly, right? But it's underneath the hood, which is what Anand's going to share with you today. What we've been teaching you, it's under the hood that makes the difference. So sorry about that. It looks delicious. Yeah. Well, that was a test that we did for Walmart, because we're working with Walmart right now trying to get some business for you guys, but it's kind of like iffy. But that was one of the things that we did to prove we could do what we needed to do in 5 days. Okay. So I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nan.
okay, 1 second. So when we create a G site, I just taken one of a random example, and we get a 97 domain authority and a 49 page authority without any kind of backlink created, and with the spam score 1%, which
What's
is
MT?
almost negligible.
What's MT? MT.
Most trust, I think. Most
Okay.
trust.
Okay. So
Yeah.
there's a trust
Yeah.
factor in here. Okay.
Yeah. Trust factor out of 10, I think. Yeah. So basically, this is a G site when you create without any backlink. If you create any form of backlink, that may create more page authority, but even you just start with
Cool.
97 DA and a 49 PA. So that's a huge gain. And of course, they don't have any kind of spam score because these are Google network sites. Uh, Now we want to talk about why someone may need a Google site. Someone may need a Google site for local map rank or pre-pack listing in the GBP. In our last couple of years work, where we have been creating hundreds of G sites, we have reserved or booked a lot of three-pack results on every month basis for many of our local clients. So three map pack listing in the top three result is possible, boosting the authority of GBP or the website. In the next slides, we will see a live example of some of our clients, how we managed to boost the overall authority of the website that delivered better traffic and better search engine rankings, and number of keywords increased dramatically. And these are the case studies where we don't even buy any PBN, we don't do any other stuff other than the Google site factory and a little bit of backlink factory, which is a part of our tool set. Now, there can be region like better ranking in SERPs as we speak, Google correlation to SERPs with where your backlink content ranks. I have seen this for last 18 years almost in SEO. If your backlink is ranking in top 10, that is way better. If your keyword is like XYZ and your content on a backlink is ranking in top 10, that directly deliver more gain of rank to the main site. So what I see is because of the G site power, those G sites ranks faster. And when we are having a backlink connected to our website or our GBP, the authority is passed. So I see it for many years. It's still same. If your backlinking site is ranking in top 10, that is a direct correlation with your main website rank. So that is there. High authority backlink from Google site to website or GBP as we speak. Embed your stack to power them up. So basically, many of our user may be having Google Sheets created with the backlink factory. They can embed those in their accordions within the G site and so many other ways to utilize the embed power. We
Wait
will
a minute.
further discuss.
You
Yeah.
said you said something there, and I'll kind of interrupt you here. Does everybody know what an accordion is? Just say no if you don't, because I want to make sure that when you're explaining everything to everybody, okay. So no, it's not a musical instrument. No. Okay. So go ahead and share with everybody what is an accordion that they all know, but they just don't know the reference term.
Okay, just 1 second. Let me share the other part of the screen for this.
You can just explain it. You don't have to show it.
Yeah, basically the thing is like some of our content, we can hide it by default, and there would be a plus icon or a drop down arrow. When you click that, only then the data is shown. So it can hold any kind of content. It can hold all type of your FAQs, your additional supplement content you want to add up for better rankings. It can also hold your bullet points or your any kind of embed codes in any kind of map embed, any kind of website embed, or any kind of other content. So
just like your people, people also ask, right? It's your
yeah,
when you see that on the main page. And here's an interesting part that we've been testing, and Anand's been testing it really, really heavily, and that is how much, I'm going to say the word spam, right? Can you put in an accordion? In other words, you don't want to put a lot of content on your page and a lot of spam stuff on your page. And I don't mean spam as in terms just lots of content. So when you build your page with CRR, conversion rate optimization content, and you want to put all your extra stuff that you want people to see, you put it into an accordion, or like Anand said, the drop down boxes that will answer the question. So people also ask is a form of an accordion. Does that make sense to everybody? Just give me a one if that makes sense. Okay.
Want to
Cool.
also explain one more. I mean, I was just thinking when you were speaking about the accordions. Even one more, it is user friendly also. Like the user want to read FAQ, then he will click and know those 10 FAQ, otherwise not. So it
Right.
is some way increase the usability for the end user also. So they don't want to see a content part. It is already hidden, and then they click. So basically, it may increase the uh, uh, user level. I mean, readability things,
Okay.
and now we can use these G sites to embed our GBP map embed code. We can also use them for driving direction embeds, which we can create using our POI factory tool. So basically, just do you want me to give a brief of POI
Sure.
or people know?
I mean, you ask everybody here. Don't ask me.
Okay. So
Any,
do you want to know what
there you
is
go.
POI factory? Just let us know one if you want to
Yeah,
know about it.
they're
Okay.
all yeses. So go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So what a POI factory software does is you give it your GBP and your keyword. It automatically finds out all the top ranking, top 20, top 30 of your competitions in your local area surrounding your GBP, and it would automatically create a whole lot of map embeds for a driving direction from your competition to your business. And we have been using it for years, and it have direct correlation with the map ranks because it's create the user signals to the Google that somebody is trying to find out a way from this place to that place. So that's what POI factory does, and those embeds are created like 20 30 embeds, and those embeds can be easily attached to the G site to further increase the authoritativeness of
And
the
then you can also
GBP.
use those links and backlink those links
Yeah,
as well
yeah,
from Backlink
yeah,
Factory with another
yeah,
Google Sheet. So
yeah,
it compounds the authority of them.
yeah.
That's all.
And even any user can put that to a backlink factory, those POI links, and then backlink factory embed sheets also you can use here in the same G sites under any accordion or like that use
So
case.
how do you do that when you don't have a GPB but you have a service area business? How do you use Backlink Factories there? I mean
Um,
POI there.
POI, I have not been using the POI for the SABs, but in
Um, India calling. Yeah, I know. Hmm. India calling. Oh crap. Let's see. Where's my phone? Hang on. I'll be back. Let me call him. Is he back? There you are. Okay. You're back. Just can't hear you.
can you hear me now?
I got you. Yes, sir.
Okay, just 1 second. Just 1 second.
Cool.
Okay, so let me go back to our slide. I'm sorry, it's internet glitch. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, we got you. You're good.
Okay, so over the last like a year or like that kind of period, we have been, these are all actually 1G site per keyword. So if we say top three 181, that means we have reserved first rank in 181 in that particular network of G sites. So
Share your
101
screen.
sites in top
We're
10.
not seeing your
Yeah.
slide deck. We're not
Okay,
seeing your
just one
slide deck.
second.
Sorry.
1 second. One
You're good.
second. Okay, here we go.
So just getting back for those of you who don't know what POI is, it's points of interest, and
Yeah.
they're ranking signals from other authority sites to you. They're like driving directions, like CTR, except they're actual driving directions from Google with Google authority, high PADA, and then with backlinks. 1G site for one keyword, did you say?
Yeah, so all these are one keyword per G site. That is what we are tracking. They may be ranking for 10 or 20 keywords per G site, but we are just tracking one keyword per G site. So we have 181 G sites ranking in top 3 in one of our network, 101 in top 10, and others are within the top 100. That's how our stats are about the G site. And
What do you
I want
use
to
to track your, what system are you using to track your keywords?
we are using SEODT, and so far I remember we have a newsletter from TRS a couple of days back about the SEODT. It's the same tool we are using.
SEO Diddy,
Yeah,
DITY.
DITY, SEODITY.com.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I want to show some of the case studies, very interesting case studies, which are technically we have done majority of work using the G sites only of page SEO. Client was managing the content part. We were managing the offsite plan. So this is a national market website. It's not a local business. And they are ranking in 3,000, about 3,000 keywords right now. And their organic traffic is around 42,000. Their organic traffic. And it's a business website. And we started with them like around a year back. So somewhere March, April 2023, we started. And as we can see, in March 2024, they had 3,000 monthly visitor, which is increased now in March 24 after a year, 35,000 visitor per month. So their traffic is increased like 10 times what it was when we started. And this is the same case study. We are showing here the number of keywords, which was 1,200 somewhere. Now they are double their traffic. I mean, number of organic keywords are 2,700 somewhere in the March 2024. Here, for the same case study, we can see a number of keywords increased in top 10, top 20. So that's the result why their traffic has increased. And this screenshot I want to share here that we were able to rank them for some good keywords, which are having even a CPC of $11. So they have the searches and those keywords are ranking there. And these are like, do you see that red color three things, 76, 76, 99?
Mm-hmm.
This is, so far I remember, it's the SEO competition. So it's the SEO competition score out of the 100, so far I remember. So then another case study is like a local GPP client, and we were working for their map ranks, and it was for mental health in US. The number of calls increased 69% compared to the last year stats when we were working there. And the same client organic traffic has been increased. We started somewhere 2023, mid of 2023 there, and this is the stats. This is the most important, detail I want to share related to the case study. Using the G site, we have hundreds of keywords for various clients for the SERP domination, the search result position domination. What I mean by sub domination is out of the top 10, we have been capable to rank 2, 3, or 4 results. So you can see here, this example on the right side, the first one, the map rank is number 3, the G site rank is number 1, the website rank is number 2. And Patrick, this is the client where 60% of keyword or 50% of keyword are ranking better for G site than their website. Client came to me, and client came to me and asked me, I asked you to rank my website. You rank my website, you rank my map, but why your G site is ranking above it? Then I thought and I told him, there are few reasons. First reason is G site have its authority power. You don't have a 97 DA domain. So obviously the sites.google.com have a better domain authority. Second thing, when we work for a off-page SEO, we are limited to the off-page SEO department. We are not doing the work for on-page SEO.
Right.
And maybe their on-page SEO is weak. That's why you see here, website is ranking, you see, like on the left side, the second result side, map rank is number 2, website rank is number 8, and G site rank is number 2. So there is a 6 spot gap in between the G site rank, which is higher in compared to the website. There are 2 reasons behind it. First is the authority power of the sites.google.com, which we get for free. Second thing is the on-page SEO. If the on-page SEO of the main website is a bit weak, Google site will take the first spot. And you will also have the website. Why? The same theory is there. If your backlink of a G site, and that G site is already ranking high, it will directly boost the linking domain where you are linking. So that would be ranking there. So because of the authority, and because the good thing is when we create a G site, we create for one keyword. So when we focus on one keyword, the content is better optimized in so many ways, because we have the authority docs, we have so many other, high authority details, which we can't include in a client website. So that's why. And so basically you can see, like, these are some of the example. And I tell you, I want to mention here, there have been like 5 pages of the same client, this mental health GBP client, same client, 5 page of report of the same voice search engine domination, where 3 or 4 spots are ranking out of the 10. And I have just collected 2 of those small parts of it, but actually it is 4 or 5 pages. So,
okay.
And yeah.
Real quickly, when you say maps, you're talking about the GPV?
Yeah, when I say map, I'm talking about the top 3 map pack.
Top 3 map pack, right?
Okay. Yeah, map pack. So all these map rank is actually the top 3 map pack ranking. So they are in 3rd spot. When I say map rank 3, they are the 3rd spot in the map pack. Yeah.
All right, let's rock and roll, buddy. Let's get into some juice. What else you got, real quick? Okay, that's that. We're going to get into it now, guys. William, the answer to your question is we kind of went over that earlier, and we're going to go through and show you how we're going to build a site, and you're going to see probably how that works. So we'll let that be its answer for yourself. Okay. Go.
Shall I proceed? Okay.
Yes, sir. Do it,
so
baby.
Now we have got a review of why we need a G site. Second, we see some of the case study, national and local client. And now we want to see how to make a G site. So before going to create a G site, I want to share some of the details, what details we use in the G sites we create here. So what are the details we include in G sites? AI content, which is already inbuilt in the Google Site Factory software. So
Oh,
we
it's
use that
only, now, you got to be careful. It's only it's
inbuilt,
built in only
built
if
in.
you have the AI software itself. It's not automatically. You have to buy it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we include, if multiple pages content, we move that to one pager. Like when we use the G Site Factory, sometimes it creates 2-3 pages. If we want to go for one pager, we just copy paste all the other pages content to the home page manually before running the publish button. So that's it. Accordions, it is automatically in the G Site Factory. When you enable that, it include the YouTube and Scholar articles, etc. Article schema, it's already inbuilt. So we use that in the G Site Factory. Map embed of the GBP and driving direction maps. So we are using that map embed code from the GBP map listing and the POI factory, some of the map codes we use on random G sites. Then we use the RSS news code without city name. I want to make it very clear. I mean, how we use it. Basically, what happens is, suppose you have a micro niche like you said, veg and cookies. Okay, veg and cookies. It's the GPP segment or the keyword. Now, veg and cookies in Miami may not have news, right? So if we are working on veg and cookie Miami GPP G site, we will use veg and cookie as a news keyword because the Miami keyword can be very narrow and may not have the news. So whenever we create a local G site for a GBP, we use only the keyword, the master keyword, not the city name, only in the news area, because we want to have a lot of relevant, good content to the particular keyword. So that's the point there. Weather map visit. I can share this
Huge,
link. Yeah,
huge.
yeah. So this is a website. Let me just show you. I mean, just one second. Open link in a new tab. One second. I need to open the link. 1 second. So,
I just popped it in the chat for everybody.
yeah. So I want to just show it so people can know how we use it. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So my screen is visible, right?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay, so suppose we have this city, Miami, Florida. We will use this, and then we get the HTML code. And what I will do is I will copy this code to my G site factory, and then it will be included. I will generally use it in footer. So we always use whatever the G site we create, we always make sure if it is for local, the local weather map widget is added. And I have the link which you have already shared to the community. So maybe the next time they create a G site, they can also include a local weather map. And let me just
May I
go
help you?
back to the slides. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I will be there with bells. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. So you see the orange color slide page now, right?
I'm curious, and I'm curious. Is there anybody that uses weather maps in their G sites? Ghost City. Ah, Randy does. Well, it's because I told you to. Okay. Randy always says, John, yes, Craig, yes. Okay, so everybody paid attention to you at one point in time. Cool. No, never even made a G site yet. Well, John, no time like the present. Cool. Look, a lot of people do use the weather. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, keep going. Thank you, guys.
Okay. So we also use, suppose there is a abc.com. and there is a specific page, and we are creating a G site for that page, we will also use that website link as a embed. And I will show very shortly how we embed, but somewhere in the middle area, we embed the actual backlink which we want to rank. So we embed that particular page which we want to rank using this G site. Now, a lot of user can have questions when we are working for a local client map ranking, what kind of URLs we can use in various places. I will show a live example very soon, but right now, for the information purpose, we use the CID URL. I will share how to get the CID in case people don't know. Then we use the map long URL. It is the complete URL, but it always gets changed. So I will share the exact way how we get the map URL to use. Then third one is the share link. And if you notice, Patrick, whenever we click on a GBP and a share button, after 5 minutes, if you click, it would be another new URL in the share URL. That short link that is getting changed somewhere 60, 90 seconds. So if you go and click the same GBP, share a short URL for the GBP, the URL will be new. But I don't see technically that much advantage to use the share URL other than increasing authority of the GBP, because it's a 302 redirect. So it doesn't pass the direct SEO value, but we use it. I will share further how we use it. So then even if it is a local GBP, we are working for their map ranking. If they have a website, we always make sure to backlink to the website also, because we both have seen, I mean, many times that the map ranking and the website ranking, they sometimes have correlations. So even if it is a local map pack related SEO work, we still include the web page URL. I will also reveal the particular theme which we use in every one of our G site, and that helps in rank. And also it helps to show the website in a very professionally good looking good G site. So I will share how we get it. Then 1 second.
So Fitz is asking, so you link the total website and a single page on that site?
Yeah, we generally, I tell you, earlier we were creating 4-5 pages G sites for each keyword, but we did a case study and hundreds of G sites we created with single pager, and we found it works. So when it works for one page, we don't want to create 5-page G site. That's the point. Yeah. And we also include the backlink factory, because when we are working for a local client for a map ranking, we are using the backlink factory for the map variations, and we create the backlink factory sheets. Backlink factory provides us the embed codes. Those embed code we always save in a client sheet of our reports, and we always reuse those sheets, the earlier backlink factory campaigns, those sheet within those G sites which we create in future. So we always use that because it increases the keyword density and so many ways it helps. Then as we speak, POI embeds are used. So so now it's time about a live demonstration.
No, I don't think we have time. You've taken up too much time. We can't do a live demonstration unless everybody gives us a 1. We can do a live demonstration only if everybody gives us a 1. Okay. Oh, one, I got a 10, so he took care of 10 people that were lazy that didn't answer. That's cool. Okay. Awesome, bud. All right, let's rock and roll over to everybody get that that pixel.to SE deal thing down at the bottom for the keyword research that he uses. We have our own keyword research inside of G sites, but this is something a little bit different. So copy that, see if it's something that you do like. It is an affiliate link for what Anand uses, but if you like it, use it. If not, we do have it built into GSite or GSite Factory. We have our own keyword research tool in there, but these are all generally much better than what we do. Any done for you service for this, Pat? Yes, we're going to offer and share with you all that at the end. So if you have to
And
leave, you'll see it at the you'll see it on the replay. All right, let's go live, baby. Go live.
yeah, before we move ahead, I want to mention one important thing. One of a big challenge dealing with the G site is the images, because
Wait,
most of the time,
wait a minute.
yeah,
Alred, what do you want? You're muted. You raised your hand.
I think it was long ago.
Was it? Oh, okay, never mind. And we're going to get to a point later where AMA, where you're going to be able to go live and raise your hand, bring you on, and we'll talk about it. Okay. So, all right, go ahead, bud. Sorry.
So basically, whenever we create a G site for a client, we create it like 10 sites or 5 sites at a time. We don't just make one G site. And second thing we do is we use Canva or any other tool, whatever you want. We just download 30, 50 images. We use the metadata factory. We SEO optimize every single image. And then our staff uses the random images at the random place. We generally don't use AI. There is a built-in AI in the AI factory, but we want to use some more crispy and very choosy with the image selection. So that's our process. Let me now move to the screen where we will see. By the way, Patrick, can you ask about a keyword or a GBP?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So why do we want a keyword? What are we going to do here?
I think if our user want, we can take one of their keyword and GBP and make a G site live on air faster.
Oh, are you crazy? All right, everybody throw a keyword in here. I'm going to pick number 16. That's one. No, nobody's going to type it in now. I'm going to, all right, keep going. All right, let's do, I think we're right around 16. William Schultz, carpet cleaning Oshkosh. You see it?
Yeah, I see it. Carpet cleaning
Oshkosh is in Wisconsin, by the way.
Okay.
I happen to know where it is because I live near there. So we'll do carpet cleaning Oshkosh. How's that?
Okay.
Everybody cool? Marriage counseling Scottsdale. I know some people that need that, Chad, for sure. Divorce lawyer in Singapore. That would be interesting. Steve. Okay. Look in the chat. William put something in there. So that's what we're going to do. You guys ready? Go live, buddy.
Okay, 1 second. You see my G site factory?
Yeah. So let's get some housekeeping and protocol here. Do you want us to interrupt you with everything that you're doing, or you want to go through the process first and then we will come back and we will answer questions? Your call. You, Anand, that was a question for you.
Oh, I see. I think it would be better we complete the G site, at least filling the form, the initial detail, and then we take the sum of the questions if they have.
That's good.
And then we publish it. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so we are using this particular keyword, carpet cleaning Oshkosh.
Yes. I think
Okay, so
I think you might need Wisconsin on there, WIs for the state, because Oshkosh could be any
yeah,
city. So it's
yeah.
Wisconsin, WI, Wisconsin.
Okay, so once we fill it, we click on title slug and title slug is automatically created. Now we will directly go to the AI tool.
Wait a minute.
One click.
Oshkosh doesn't have a double O in it. It's only a single
Okay,
O.
1 second. Okay, I fixed it.
Thank you, William.
Yeah. So I'm not saying this is my concept, but technically I see one of a video. I don't remember the name and I appreciate whoever it was, who we are, what we do, where we are. So this is the
Change the
basic
title.
detail.
Change the title slug too. You got the double O in the title slug.
Oh, 1 second. Yeah, I removed it. Okay. So we will say, what is the company name? Maybe I think we can take a dummy company name here, right?
He can put the company name in. Let's use the
Okay.
right one.
Okay. Okay. Can you please let us know the company name or the GBP link also?
Is that the company name? Carpet Cleaning Oshkosh? Create a new Gmail account for each client and company. That's different. What's the
It's a
company
different
name?
version.
What's the company name, William?
The user from Oshkosh.
Oshkosh Carpet Cleaning.
Okay, good. We copy that. Can you give us their GPP link if possible, or we can use a dummy? It's fine. Service provider in Oshkosh, WI. So basically, 3W is like who we are, what we do, where we are. So it's like that. So those basic details we just fill in.
Okay.
And I want to say type of images, carpets at home. I think it should be fine. And target URL. What kind of URL you want me to use there? A dummy or a GBP?
You want to use the website or the GPP URL?
Yeah, it's the user's call, but I would recommend GBP in case possible
Okay.
because.
GPP.
Okay, fine. Let me just check the chat button.
Yeah, the GPP link, William. Or you can actually go up and check it yourself live and that. Just type in Oshkosh Carpet Cleaning in Maps, Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, why not? 1 second.
He may be able to get it for us too.
Yeah, fine.
We could have done this and had it pre-done, but we wanted to do it live to be more authentic. So just be patient with us.
Yeah, I actually have a preloaded detail, but I thought the same way you are to just make it live.
No, anyway.
Second. Okay, so I think we use this one. Yeah, this one.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah, 1 second. I need to go to maps.google.com to get the correct map listing. Gosh. Okay, this one is here. Seems to be a SAB. So what we are going to do, so I want to just make some of the things note down here. First of all, this is the short URL which we use for the backlink. And then we want to use, we generally just open the short URL, and whatever the long URL come, I repeat, the long URL keep changing. So what we do, we take one of a short URL, open it in browser, and whatever the URL come, we use that. Otherwise, long URL get changed all the time. Then I have a website, cidfinder.com. When we go to this website, we put in the long URL, and this is the CID URL. So it's the third link. And the fourth link, as I speak, last part of the webinar, it was the website URL. So this is the website URL. Sometime when you copy the website URL, here are some extra words. Make sure it is just limited to the slash or the web page. So now what we are going to do is we can use the CID URL in this case here as a target URL. So filling that here. Any additional keyword not required right now. Software I have limitation of minimum 2 pages, so I will just use 2. Extra elements, so I will just say yes mark to all 3 of them. I would say yes. I would say use them. Yeah.
Stop. So everybody understands when you say extra elements, please explain each one of these and how they work so that, everybody understands.
Yeah. So extra elements are like accordions, those closed boxes. Until you click, you can't see them. So Q&A panel would be there. That would consist of some of the FAQs relevant to the business. Then we have YouTube links. So what G-Site Factory going to do is it will search for your given keyword in the YouTube, grab all the YouTube URLs. You don't have to do that manually, and it will embed them as a backlink in the accordion of the G site. Then there is scholarly links. So it will find out the high authority relevant content with the high authority, and those kind of links would be included here. And by default, it is unchecked. So when I say checked, it would be like yes to that. So all 3 boxes are enabled now when we say this. If I use this, it would go to the inner page. So I will just use it on a home page. I would also say yes to the article schema. These days, like Google actually using the structured data of the schema. So because we have an inbuilt system, so I would highly suggest we should use article schema all the time enabled. And there are 2 ways how we can use the software, but because we create so many of G site, we always prefer 3.5 license, not the 4. So just make sure here, I want to mention to everybody, if you use GPT-4, it may cost you 10-20 times extra. Just make sure it is always this white, not blue, until you need in GPT-4.
Yeah, and
so
then
now,
one real quick interruption here.
Yeah.
What we're doing is we're using and scraping YouTube for your keyword. Okay. We're not, in other words, any difference using a YouTube video from the company. No, we don't want the video from your company. We're scraping the 5, 10, 15, 20, 100 YouTube videos around your keyword that's already in YouTube and already ranking, because we want to use those as authority, as embeds, so that we're passing that authority on out. Does that make sense to everybody? Just give me a 1 if that makes sense. Okay. That's the only reason we're scraping YouTube videos, for their authority. We're cheating and stealing their authority. Okay. Sorry, Anand, go ahead.
Yeah, and I want to add to the YouTube part, because the user asked and you just replied, that's truly correct. And I want to just add it there. There can be some high authority channels which have their own user base, and their channel have the authority. So and another thing is YouTube allow the embeds. So you can take embed and can embed it legally to your website. So that way, scrapping the high authority YouTube links helps in the ranks.
Correct.
And now we go to the 1-click button. So generally we use this, and this is the only thing technically we want to do for any G site. In the target URL, we have used CID URL. In your case, if you are doing it for a website, you can use the web page particular URL you want to rank. In our case, it was GBP, so we just take a CID URL there. We have also watched about how we get 4 URLs, so that's there. Now we click on AI, and software is generating the page titles now. So it may take slightly 1 or 2 minutes. before we get all the data.
So right now it's gonna create the data, create the pages, go out and get the images, right? Format
Yeah.
the one pager,
Yeah.
build all of the authority documents, behind the scene.
Yeah. So now we can see it's creating 6 images related to the
Right.
segment.
So the reason that I wanted to go in and have Anand share this with you is because creating the one page G site is very easy, very simple, and you don't have a very big learning curve around it. When you go build, a 5-page site and you build all the other things around that, that's a different kind of training we can do again. I don't know if we have time to build a 5-pager today. If anybody wants to stick around, we can do that. But this is just the simplistic once you get used to this, it's 5-10 minutes, you're done, right? And
Yeah.
then everything in here becomes backlinks to everything you're trying to do. I mean, is this from a scale of 1 to 10, guys? Give me, how easy is this, right? 1 to 10. Is this easy? I mean, this isn't rocket science. 10 is easy, 1 is terrible. All right. All right. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Bernard says, Bernard, you haven't even built one yet. I'm teasing Bernard because Bernard just came on board with us last night, so it's pretty cool. Brian Weather says it's a 2. He doesn't quite get it yet. Okay. Please build a 5-pager. Love to see it. Okay, well, after we get done with everything else, anybody that wants to stick around, we'll do that, right? I know, Brian. I'm just picking on you. Okay.
And I want to mention one important thing to everybody. Why the dashes in between the keyword? Patrick, we have been creating around 500 or more than that without these dashes. And we find when we have the dashes, it ranks better. I repeat, when we have these dashes there, we have a clear case study of hundreds of G sites, and we see a huge impact on ranks when we have that separator dash in the slug.
That's
The
interesting.
title slug. Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah. So now we want to go here and okay, so this is the page, and then we have obviously it should be schema, I believe. Then there is a Q&A, and then there is a YouTube, and then there is a authority docs. So it have those books.google.com and other scholarly links. We have the second page. It have an image there, and it have some kind of box on top. Then there is an article. Then there is schema, I think so. Yeah, it's per page. So what I generally prefer to do in my case, you can still go upload it. No issue on that. It would be a 3-page website. 1, 2, 3. Or either you can cut those content and put them all within say like 1 or 2 minutes it takes, and it will create single page G site. Can you let me know, Patrick, we go 3-page or 1-page?
Just go 3. Go ahead.
Okay, go 3. Okay, fine. So now we have the publish button. So I would just go ahead
Randy said
and
we'll do both. Come back here. Oh, wait a minute. Before you do that, are you done creating everything?
yes,
Answer
I
my
am
question.
done.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What is that save button up there for?
It's basically whenever we create a project, I always recommend our techs to use the save button so that we can always load it. We can slightly change the keyword, use it for another one or whatever we want to do.
Okay,
But
so
saving is for good.
Save it now, and we're going to come back and we're going to do a 3-page and we're doing a 1-page. And I want to see everybody understand, once you create this is saving is exactly right. The template, this is your site. It's done. Okay, so you can use this as a template. So now you can come back, you can reload it, right? And then and then you can change the keywords.
Yep.
And create another page. Correct?
Yep.
rewrite the content and another. You guys you get it? You get it? Right? The theme is a G site theme. We don't pick themes.
We will pick theme in the latter part
Right.
manually. It hardly take 10 seconds. Yeah.
But not right. Right now, we're just building the content.
Yeah.
So this is why this is so cool. It's like, and Randy and I, and we've done this, especially for in the dental space, but you build this page, pop, boom, change a keyword, pop, boom, change the keyword, pop, boom. And the keyword is changing the content and everything. The YouTube is changed. The scholars are changing because the keywords are changing, right? Does that make sense for everybody? Why we want to just kind of do these things as, stealth hit and hit. We don't want a big atom bomb. We just want to laser snipe everything. Does that make sense? Give me a 5 if that makes sense to everybody. Cool. Cool, cool. So is this helpful? All right. Is this safe to use on brand new sites, or do they need to have some age? Or what do you mean brand new site? A brand new website or brand new G site? I'm assuming a brand new site. CB. So is this safe and to use on brand new sites, or do they need to get some age and or regular links first? Well,
Technically, I say whenever it's a local client, we right away create a couple of G site and we start with the citations and other type
correct.
of backlinks. Yeah.
Correct. In your opinion, what will this do for an average ranking for a keyword? Well, that depends if the keyword is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or whether or not that keyword is MLM. It's kind of like impossible to tell, but all of our results for what we're doing for local businesses, it's going to increase their ranking. Does the article change? Oh, this is a great question. Does the article change also when changing the keyword?
I want to share something related
Yes.
to this question. Either you can go to the one-click AI site creator and it hardly take a couple of minutes. But if you are loading the project, you can still create on this button here. And it will shuffle the article with another new article. So you load it, you click the generate AI button, and then article is there. Did you see the speed? It's done. A totally unique new URL article.
Yep. We also have ability to click language someplace. Also, right, Anand?
I need to see because right now I'm using it more. But I tell you, because it is an open AI, so if you give a non-English keyword, it should work.
No, we
Perfectly
have
fine.
languages built in here somewhere. I can't remember where. But in any case, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Open AI have like 30, 50 of the languages.
Yep. So
Yeah. So when we go that way, I believe I can test it later.
well, I mean, I
So
think so, yes.
yeah. So shall I click on upload?
Yep.
Go ahead. Okay.
Yep.
So we are going there and publish. Maybe
Okay,
I will.
while you're doing that, I wanna, kind of give everybody the clue that in the old day, in the GPB, you had a Google business site. Okay. In the GPB, you had the ability to create a Google Biz site. Do not confuse Google Biz site, which has been discontinued, with G sites. Is that clear? Right? Biz site is gone, disappeared, doesn't exist. G site is the new baby and going to get better and better as time goes on. Okay. Dale, does that make answer your question? Why do you need multiple G sites for a company? Think of your G site as a backlink factory, as a backlink machine, as an authority machine, pushing that authority to your site. How many of those do you want pushing content and authority to your site, to your GPV, to your images, to your YouTube videos, to your blog posts? G sites will outrank your site if you do it correctly.
I want to add something here to the answer of why somebody need multiple G site for a company. The thing is, your company can have a main keyword. It can have a certain number of product pages. It can have certain number of location pages. It can have certain number of service pages, and
Right.
you can have one G site for each one of them.
Yep.
And yeah, that's one of the use case. So shall I click on upload? Do
Yep.
it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so we started clicking the upload. I have deliberately unchecked the publish button, but you can do publish. Because what we are going to do is some soft touches to the G site once it's ready, and then we will publish it manually. There's the point.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
But you could just hit publish and it would be done.
yes. So now we can see it started creating the G site actually. And thanks to Chris, he have introduced these two buttons. We don't have to click there anytime. We don't have to click that. But anytime we see like it's freezed or something, I will recommend one time retry, wait for 5 seconds. If it still doesn't move, click another retry. If that happens, click on escape if it still doesn't happen. So why these buttons are important? Because Google keep on changing their system. And these buttons are, I think, Chris have had these idea implemented for a real use case. So the software always works. Even if Google have changed one part, it can skip and do the rest of the part. So right now it's 100% updated, and the G site we see is it's creating the live. So right now skip and retry is not required at all, but they are there in case it get freezed at some level. So now it is creating a box, putting up an image there for the box. And we see the cleaning image there. And now it's creating, adding the article. It's the schema, the one just added.
Is this exciting, guys? This is the part I just like, man, back in the day, you had to do all this crap yourself,
It's done, sir.
right? And bada boom, bada bing. And when you go in and read this stuff, and I suggest that you do at the very start, read the content, you're going to find that it's probably 95 to 100%. You don't have to do anything. Are we scraping images or uploading your own images for your clients? We're actually using and can use DALL-E to create unique images.
Yeah, it's unique. No scrapping for the image here.
They're all unique. But you can go in and change the images. If you don't like them, put them in there anyway, and then go into edit and change the images out after you did your metadata and put them back in where you want them.
Okay, so now we are here.
Yes.
I have opened this sites.google.com and I can see the latest website is here. Okay. Okay, so this is a 3-page website. So these are the accordion, Patrick.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Now we've actually seen when we've tweaked this and played around with it, we've actually seen some of these Q&As show up in the Q&A section of the keyword search too.
Yeah. So now we are into publish option, and I would just, as I say,
that's where you put them. That's where you do it. Okay.
Yeah. So because I didn't use the publish button, if I use the
Correct.
publish button, those dashes would be there already. So I want to just publish it now, just to show how it looks now and how it will look in 10 seconds. Okay. So this is the current website. Google have certain cache. Okay. So you see, this is a basic theme of Google sites. Now I will go to the theme option manually here, just 10 seconds. And then 1 second. Okay, so I would just use this import theme button. I will say here parent. Okay, so this is a Google theme, family update. I can share the link later in the group of this theme. Select it, click here, import the theme. Done. And then I want to do, you see the fonts, they look more nicer now. Do you agree with me?
Yep.
Yeah. And
Beautiful,
what,
beautiful.
yeah. And what our tags do, they click there, Control A, they just click on this Legend, which is the default font of this theme. And I will just do the same here. Just little bit, 20 more seconds, making it an interesting, good looking site. And I will publish it once more.
So when you go into the Q&A section in the accordion, Anand,
Yeah.
can you edit the content in there, such as put in hyperlinks in the content?
Yes, anything can be done from this
Oh,
interface. That is
no,
editable.
really?
Yeah,
You're
that is
kidding.
editable.
You can do that?
That's editable. Yeah.
So you can take a keyword, highlight it, hyperlink it, put it in your Q&A. Look.
Yeah.
You guys getting my point here? I'm being a little facetious just for entertainment value, but can you see what you just did inside the Q&A? You just spammed the shit out of it. Pardon my language. Okay. But the difference is when it's in a Q&A in an accordion, it's not treated as overlinking, over spamming because it's in the accordion. We've tested this in Cora, right, Anand?
Yeah.
Okay. And so what you can literally use these Q&A boxes as complete spam content. I wouldn't necessarily all the time, but you're not going to get penalized because it's not part of the on-page content. It's in the Q&A box. And this has been tested, theoried, the whole process within the Cora group that we're in. Okay. Remember that. Carolyn, LOL. She knows, right? The point is you can go in and edit the content in the Q&A. Edit it. Once it's built, edit it. And go ahead, man.
So basically, now we want to compare both of the sites. The default one looks like this, and the new font pattern and new design looks like this. So that's how we just make every G site looks little bit more beautification process than over this part. And everything is left there, edges. Now I can do just 5 more seconds and I can just make it like a cover and I just publish it. And what I can do, I can also put up my phone number here, just like this, telephone +1, whatever the number is. And I can just
by
make
the
it
way,
like
Anand, just so
center.
that everybody is aware, we're not going to share with it today. Are you going to make that phone number live?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay. Because we now have the phone number is 922. Put the real phone number in there. It's 920
920
663 2186. That's too many. Yeah. Okay. And now Gary did this about a month or so ago. So we can now make sure that all the phone numbers are live links so that when somebody does come here, they can click on that and it will take them to that area, right to the phone number.
Yeah. And now we want to just publish it once more. And we will originally test it how it was earlier when it was created using default theme. And now we want to see how it looks now. Can you see the difference, Patrick?
Mm-hmm.
It's really looking like a good site. I mean, a more clean look.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the part. And now we can uh, do like any kind of, I mean, let me see the website of this business. What website they have? Okay, I have that link here, I believe, with me. Yeah. So I would just copy that link. I would go here, give it 5 more seconds maybe. I will click here after the first article, embed. I would embed the main website, whole page, insert. I
Bada
would,
boom.
yeah. So there is a call to action also now. As you can see, it was on the website and the call to action form is there. So we will drag it until the form completes. Yeah,
Is that a
here we go.
Weebly? Is that a Weebly site?
It's a G site, sir.
No, I meant it says Weebly. When you embedded it said Weebly.
Okay, maybe the source is, yeah. So we want to just see. Okay, so we say it. So you see like the main website is there. People can read it also, can fill the form. So the lead can come from this way also.
Is that cool,
So
guys? Give me a 10 if this is exciting stuff. I mean, seriously, this is you're not going to find this anywhere else. I guarantee you that. Absolutely never going to see this.
and let me just do one more good thing here for our users. I copy the weather
Weather
link.
code.
Yeah. So I'm there. I would use this city name there. Here we go.
Why do we put
Okay.
weather in there, guys? Why do we put a weather widget in here? Dale, yes. Local
So
relevance changes daily, always changes, right? Updates all the time. You got constant activity going, with the widget, right? Local and daily updates. It gives Google the sense that you're a real site, right? Passes the DA as well. Yes.
So we will grab the HTML code
Would
from
this
there.
work for a national supplement company, John? Absolutely.
And then we click on the bottom. We click on embed. Enter, next, insert.
Look at
So
that.
we have the weather widget as well, centrally aligned. So these are just little processes our team have. They take care of every part. Maybe it hardly take 5-10 more minutes, but the ultimately this kind of a G site can maybe pass even the manual review or whatever kind of thing happens.
Of course it
So
will.
yeah, so this kind of thing is there. Now let's say we want to use the map embed code, right? So 1 second, let me catch that URL. Okay, I had it in the server. Okay, so I will just go to the long URL or any GPP URL. I will go there and I will click on share, embed, copy the embed, and wherever the address is, I will just go here and I will embed it here. One important thing, I always want to use 100% instead of the default 600. That's the one thing we do. Width equals to 100%. By default, there is 600.
Yeah, you want the full width, right?
Yeah, full width. Yeah. So we use this Y and boom, it's done. And it's here. Now we want to see the site, how it looks now. We are just doing the final touch-ups, a couple of 5 more minutes for a real good site. You see this? So the map embed is there now. And if it was a business with a map, I mean, with the address detail, what I would do extra, I want to just copy the keyword. 1 second. This is the keyword. I go there. And suppose I pick one of the business which have kind of a real address in it, not the SAB. I'm just trying to cover more use cases. People can have their address and they may require something there. Okay, where it is. These are all SAB. Oh, this one had the address. So now we will click on direction. So suppose like there is a nearby city, I can use that, or I can use this particular, I think this should be a city name. Is this a city name? Fond du Lac?
Yes, that is a city.
Okay, cool. So this is the driving direction map. I will go here and I will share. I would embed this as well to the main G site, but I won't do them one by one. Maybe I would just go to the middle of the page somewhere here and I will add there the embed code so that there is a gap between two maps. It looks more nicer. Again, the 100%. And we just do it this way. If I have the POI factory, then I can just put up 10 or 15 iframes. And that's the huge guys. So we have published it, I think, and that's why we refresh the website. We have just completed. Okay, so now we see this driving direction from the city point of this to the business. And another good thing, Patrick, I want to mention here is the same embed can hold even the 10 codes. Okay, code 1, code 2. You got my point?
Mm-hmm.
So if you use a POI factory, if you can take this advantage, you can just paste in all of your iframes at once. It would have all 10 import of competition to your business, competition to your business. If you are creating 10 G site, maybe you can pick 5, 6 codes in each of the G site and create the authority.
Right.
Yeah, so that's another huge case. So these are the few things we do technically. So most of the beautification process is done through this theme. I can share it in our group. The theme link I had to find out because we have a copy of it, or I will give you the direct link to copy this for your website. So you can have this kind of a G site. And this is technically very much what we do. And the sky's the limit of the possibility. And one more thing I see, Patrick, is sometimes users say, can I have this or that? I would say test it and experiment it because your G site can be a little different than mine.
It should be.
It's okay. It's okay. And it should be, yeah. So there is no point that you have to make 100% similar way G site. And I want to emphasize some of the important things. There is an option in the G site factory we can use. It's called NAB. So when you fill those boxes at time of uploading the page, it would have the NAB details included. And there is a news feed. I'm sorry we forgot this part, but we can use carpet cleaning there. As I say, we will not use the city name, and we can just preview the link. It's catching the RSS. So before hitting the upload button, if we add newsfeed, then newsfeed will also be included at the time of uploading the G
I'm
site.
right back, man.
Yeah. So This is the entire process which we are doing here for the G site. I'm sorry, I think Patrick said he's coming back, right? Okay, so in the meantime, I think we can take some questions if you have, so I can answer. Let me know if you have any doubts or queries. So one of the question from Chad is, Anand, once you create the site, what, if any, additional backlinking do you do it site itself? I can show you some of the places. When we create a G site, we have an option of announcement area. So this is the announcement area. You can put in whatever for best deals and offers. Call us today, and you can enter your contact us page URL here. And if you fill that box, there would be an announcement on the top of the G site, and you can use that as an extra backlink. I repeat, one of the backlink, the spots, main spots where you can get the backlink. One, the main CID is linked from here, which is the target URL we provided. There can be announcement banner. And in your case, I can make it manually so that everybody get the benefit for the best deal and offers. Then I can say, call us today. And maybe I can just use this long URL there. Yeah, this time long URL. And then I can just close this. Yeah, so you see this, it's another backlink. Then we scroll down. There is one place here, the CID is linked. So that's perfectly fine. If you want to have one more backlink, maybe you can just go to the main article, and there you can say like professional carpet cleaning, and I can use the short URL, the another URL variation to have a backlink from here. So I think Chad, it answers your questions, right? Let me just see the chat box.
Yeah, you don't want to go crazy with all that. Jump links are built into the software for extra backlink targets, is what Scott's asking.
Okay.
Be very in the main content. We want to be sparing. We don't want to, like put 20, links in the content, of the page, right? Because that's not natural. You want to just use your accordions for all your linking and your spamming, because Google will see all that and give you credit for that. So, CRO, conversion rate optimization, is your content, not backlinking, right? You want this to be content that's going to convert your customers to move forward, right? So that's why you sparingly can do what Anand is sharing you how to do manually when you're putting this together like this. And what about local results? No GMB. I don't know what that means. You just want
We have included the GMB URL.
Right.
Hyperlink is there under here, and we also have the map embed and traffic direction in the bottom areas. So the GBP part is done for the G site.
One of the other things, and then can you kind of go back in and show the embeds that were, or did you create the embeds for Scholar, for Wiki, and were those created at the very beginning?
No, actually, the thing is, when we use the form here in the one-click site AI builder, we just mark these three. So that is automatically done by the software. We don't have to do that manually.
Right, I know, but show them where they are.
Okay, sure. Okay. So this is the G site. We go there and we go over here a little bit
I want
down.
everybody to see why we did this, right?
Yeah, this is here. So these can be the important video related to the segment of the business. We can just try to open one of a random one. Bash cleaner. So it's a bash cleaner video there. And then, so these are basically the accordions. And Patrick, to be honest, this is one of a big core of the tool we have. These links are amazing, and that's why these websites ranks faster and better, because no other may be having this many of the carpet cleaning scholarly docs. So these are kind of citations we are giving,
Correct.
increasing the authority of the G site itself. And because it's coming from the Google's environment, it is already having the authority. And when we use these things, it increasing the trust factor, I believe. And that's where the rank comes.
So just so people could see that haven't done this before, click on one of them and show them, you know,
Yeah.
there's
So
the
I can
link.
just show. Yeah, this one. So it's some kind of research. And then we can go to this one. There we go. So these are all the Google Scholars backlinks. Okay, so we go here. You
See the
see
one
it,
down,
Patrick?
look at,
Yeah.
yeah. Or see the one down there is like, it had the keywords in there. So carpet cleaning, Oshkosh, Wisconsin, go down 4,
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
It's
that's
a
Wisconsin, right?
yeah. Yeah, it's the local relevant information. And you see this one, it's actually the search URL for the book
Right.
on a carpet cleaning. Yeah. So, and you see here,
We do
there are the
pull,
relevant city. Yeah.
yeah, we can use Wikipedia as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just, yeah.
All right.
I will,
Is that guys, how much can you charge for this kind of, so look, everybody that's out there doing this right now, throw numbers in. What are you charging customers to do this? Who's doing this and charging? Well, if you bought the damn software, you better be charging somebody. Crickets. All right. And then what are we, part of a package? Okay. So if you're doing an overall $3.99 overall SEO, you know, work for a customer of a client, we're generally charging, when we build all this stuff out for customers and clients, we're charging literally between $1,000 and $1,500. Now you'll be able to buy it at the end, Evan. We're going to put you the links in there. Okay. So there's there's never no one-time fees anymore. It's a hybrid or a monthly, which is a partial upfront and a monthly. So here's the thing. Do you want to get a customer and a client? Do you want to get a customer and a client and never talk to them before you get a customer and a client? And just put a question mark if I just confused the shit out of you. I'm going to give you a tactic here. Okay. All right. So think about this. What does everybody else do? It's included in local SEO, right, Jason? But what does everybody else do that tries to get a customer? They show them what they have. They go in there and Randy said it exactly. They charge up front and then they have to deliver, and how many people charge up front, do shitty jobs, don't deliver, and the customers are not necessarily always happy? Just give me what your thoughts are on that, right? Just tell me what you think. Am I right or wrong? Okay. The problem is, even though they're shitty and do a crappy job, trying to go to a customer and tell them that their SEO clients and their is shitty doesn't work a lot of times, because they just don't want to change, right? So who can give me a strategy of what you've learned today to solve that problem and get at least one new customer a month? Just one. Don't be greedy. Just one. Rank for charge later. Charge one link. Do affiliate. Yeah, well, affiliates is a completely different thing. Lee's got it. Rank it. Build it. Everybody remember the movie The Field of Dreams? Yes, Field of Dreams. Right? Rank it. Charge later. Don't even freaking tell them that you're doing it. Don't even say that you're doing it. This is what we do. All right. We'll create an environment where we want to rank somebody that's number 5 in the map pack. How much business is the guy number 5 in their map pack getting? Any idea? Kind of looks like an egg. Not enough, right? 3%. So find the one that's got good stuff already. You know, the essence is good, but they're not ranking. And then you get and do this. Open up your Loom and you say, I'm looking for doggy daycare. And as I'm going through and I'm looking through doggy daycare, I see the 1, 2, and 3. But Anand, you're number 5, and you should be ranking, and you're not. I'm not sure why, but I'm going to do a test and see if we can rank you. Now, this is you're making a video. You're not contacting the customer. You're not talking to the client, right? You're going through and you're documenting everything that you've done and what you're going to do. And then you go through the process, what Anand is shared with you today, and all the other stuff that you guys know to do this with, right? You follow me so far? Give me a 5 if you're following me so far, if I haven't lost you. Right? Okay. Everybody that's on this call, 69 people minus 2, can do this today. Start today, and in 2 weeks, I guarantee you, you will have the opportunity to get a new customer and a new client. So you do exactly what Anand showed you today. You pick the customer, you pick the target, you kind of load your gun with bullets, knowing that this is a good company. They got good fundamentals. They're just not showing up in the 3-pack, right? You do the keyword research. You figure all the keywords that Anand shared with you earlier, and you build these pages out for all the various keywords, right? To do that. And you document this. You're videotaping every damn thing that you do. Why are we going to videotape everything that we do? Who can tell me? John, proof is correct. You call me later and I'll give you 50 coins. Okay? Proof of work. So now when it starts to move up and you're tracking it, because you're going to do what Anand shared, you're going to track it every day for the keyword. You're going to follow it. And you're going to follow it. You're going to backlink the living shit out of it. You're going to build the pages. You're going to do all the things that we know how to do until that starts to what? Move. And once that sucker moves up into the 3-pack or the number 4 or the number 3, you want to try to do it, get into the 3. Now, what are you going to do? one that's in the 3-pack. What are you going to do? Call them? Not me. But first, I'm going to send them an email. And in that email, John, is going to be the video. And it's going to be, hey, I was looking for your service. I didn't see you in the 3-pack. I thought you were a really good company, should get more business. And maybe you've even seen a little uptick in your calls lately, because I thought it was important for us to do work for you to get you to rank, to get more calls, and prove that we know what we're doing first. And if you're tracking it, and if you can see that it has moved up, they damn sight better be getting more calls, right, Anand?
Yeah.
Okay. So once you have that conversation and you have that call, you can charge whatever you want. You don't have to budget yourself into the basement because, oh, I need a new client. I'll only charge $500 to get a new client. Screw that shit. You've already proven what you can do. The other guy sucks. You want your price, whatever your price is, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, depending upon the product that you're going after, and the ROI on the sale of the product is how you create your pricing structure. If it's a nail salon, $500 a month. If it's a car lot, it's $22,000 a month. It all depends, right? That's how Angie's List and everybody else did their quotes based on how much you can make. But now you've got it there. Is this helpful, guys? Don't worry about what you can do for your customers. Go out and get new ones, doing what Anand and Gary has showed you with this, and use all the other tools that you have. If you have calendars, slam the shit out of this with your calendars. If you have backlinks, do Backlink Factory, and you can link the crap out of the G sites with the keywords back to the homepage with G sites. You want to do a PBM builder? Stack these G sites on top of each other. You've got the tools. Do the POI, bring the POIs in like Anand shared with you into the embed codes, and then run the linking crap out of them with Backlink Factory. Use Luke's tools, right? We sold before, right? The tumblers, the LinkedIn, all the other links that you can get. Bang them in here. And if you want, give Anand a call, because he has a, I shouldn't say this. How many backlinks can you send through Money Robot? Don't answer that question. Okay. Secret sauce. If you want a atomic bomb, okay, only going to your G site, your Google site properties, nothing else. Never send any of this shit to anything else. Okay. Ask Anand about a GSA blast. It's not expensive. Okay. But it's one of our, what do we call them? Supercharged things we don't tell anybody about. All right. Is this making sense? Is this helpful for everybody today? I mean, I want to make sure that you guys have this stuff. Use it. Don't let it sit there. It's simple as Anand shared with you. Build one site, two site, 3 site, 5 site. Now we're gonna start working with affiliates and do affiliate GSA to Google properties, Steve. I think Anand's shaking his head. Yes. Okay. Right. So never to your targets, never to anything else. But you guys see why Gary and I and Anand and get so excited, and Randy gets so excited about what we're doing and how we're doing things. And Chris is just badass, right? We couldn't do this without what Chris is doing in the background for you that nobody else in the entire world is doing. You have an exclusive program and property that cannot be touched, cannot be emulated. Nobody can touch what you're doing. Give me 100 in the chat if you believe what I'm telling you, or a 0 if you think I'm full of shit, because some people do. That's fine. Right? So let's get together and let's get some stuff built. Don't let it sit on the counter. It's too valuable. You're building one page per keyword but all on one G site versus multiple G sites? And then you can answer that question from Dale.
Let me check the question.
Are you building one page per keyword, but all on one G site versus multiple G sites that each focus on one keyword?
Are you building one page per keyword?
Correct.
One page, yes, correct. All on one G site. Yeah. One page, one keyword, and that keyword needs to be important. And I think, Patrick, we can have, if time allows, in the near future, a keyword research webby
Sure,
with our people.
we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, we can. So we can do that. And as a part for the boosting the G site, I want to share some of the ways how our people, whatever the software they have, if you have backlink factory, run a couple of campaigns, say one or two campaign, fair enough, backlink factory to one G site or a couple of G site of the same business. And then you can run, if you have calendar stacker software, you can run calendar stacker. Don't overdo it. Google is already having their authority on the sites.google.com. So you just need a little bit of that. And then if you have mega cloud stacker, you can use that as well to your G site. And if you have, say, like GMB mega poster, Patrick, even in your GBP post, if it is allowed by client, they should not mind, but you can have one extra link of one of your G site in your GBP post in a below the nap in each GBP post. So that can be also done. And one important thing, Patrick, we can have another webinar for this. And we are already doing case studies. We have a 4 million aged Web 2.0 blocks, as I told you the other day.
Yeah.
So that can be one more thing which can be done to the G sites. We have hundreds of niche and we have around 4 million aged Web 2.0 network. So that can be used also. So we can have another webinar and case studies for that part. So any more question, Patrick? I think we can take.
Dale, yeah, you can't set up a G site unless you have a Gmail or a suite.
And
should we be mindful of the G site build limits? What G site build limits?
There is no such limit. We have, Patrick, some of the account holding 200 sites, 300 sites.
Right.
And I want to also share you some of the things. Any web browser on your laptop, create a Google Chrome profile with your Gmail ID you are using in G Site Factory.
Correct.
Whenever you have time, open your Gmail ID. If there is a security notification, say, yes, it was me. That creates a trustworthiness of your account. Someday you open your Google Chrome profile, just type any random related keyword, open a 1 or 2 videos, do 1 or 2 likes once a week is fair enough, just to make some activity in your Gmail account. And one more thing, when I started making the G sites, Patrick, I was curious. I should have one Gmail ID per client.